Hello everybody, wee Paddy here. I'm going to do a cut test on my clone Benchmade Proper with the micarta handles. Do a wee cut test, then I'm going to bring you to the table. We'll see how I've done the cut test. We'll have a wee look at the knife, see how it compares to the real thing, and then we'll have a little chat about it. So without further ado, I'm going to go over to that chair there. I'm going to cut some cardboard. Probably going to do about 100 cuts. I'll have a bit of wood there, I'll do a bit of chopping, just to see what sort of quality we have in the knife. So, it's just ordinary single cardboard, most of it's single. That's 10. This is just how it came to me. I haven't touched it up at all. So this is how it came from AliExpress. That's about 30, and she's just quite easy gliding through it, to be honest with you. I use my Proper a lot, so I can tell you that the geometry must be pretty similar because there's not much difference in that. You can see I'm using Amazon boxes. My house lives in Amazon now. I have that Amazon Prime, and oh, what a lifesaver that is. Oh, I forgot where it was there. I'd say that's about 50, roughly. And I can tell already that this isn't like 440A, because after 50 cuts with 440A or 420, you're going to notice a difference. This is still razor sharp, you know. I know this is a bit boring, but if I don't do it live, you'll never really know. And would we do this much in a day at home? You know, the answer is probably not. But, or would I do? I have to speak for me. Would I do this much in a day at home? Probably not. When I'm cutting up boxes, I don't cut them up this small. You know, I just do bigger cuts on them. But I like using this stuff because it's still got the backing on it, the gum, the goo that you get. You can see, I hope already, the goo starting to build up, but the knife is still cutting really clean, so it's moving it away from the edge, okay, which is good. You know, that's got to be a good thing. Again, these still have all the bits of glue on them. I have no idea where I am now. No idea whatsoever. But we're getting close to that 100 mark, I would say. And this isn't a definitive, you know, this is a super edge, this is... But, do you want to know something? It's cutting pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I'll have to say it probably doesn't look like it because I've watched some of the videos back, but I am careful that I'm cutting away from myself. It's a damp old box, that one. Right, we'll cut these two up, and that should be at least 100 cuts, I would have thought. As I say, it's not the definitive how sharp, how good is this knife. It's just what I would do in a normal day. The chances of me doing this many cuts is probably slim. There we go, we'll do one more for luck. I always like a bit of luck. Let me pick some of the damp one. These are lying out in my shed, so some of them are getting a bit damp. There we go. Right, I would say that's about 100 cuts. You can see the goo on it. I want you to recognise this because I'll come back and we'll have a look at it when I've finished. Now, it's a slip joint, so I wouldn't necessarily use the slip joint. I want to do this so you can see what I'm doing on the edge. I want to see how easily it rolls. Does it roll? Would I do this with my proper Benchmade? No, I wouldn't. You know, I'll cut with it, but I'm not going to bash it off there just to check that the edge is good, unless I'm doing testing. So it's a slip joint, and I'm going to cut wood. This wood has been in my house, I would say, 2 years now, because I just use it for cutting. So you can see that is cutting. By the way, Mrs. A, I've just dropped her at the hairdresser's. It's her first day out. She's away at the hairdresser's to get her hair done. She has to get her hair cut shorter. She can't manage it. She hasn't got the strength to hold her hands up. And I'm probably not the best hairdresser in the world. Well, there isn't a probably about that. I am not the best hairdresser. Now, in my 940, you know, put a forward choil on it. Again, this, I probably will do this if I'm going to keep this, or I'll just keep it as a showpiece, but look at that. I mean, that is cutting big chunks of wood. That's not just little chunks. I'm actually digging in hard and cutting with a little pen knife. Do you know what I mean? So they're not tiny wee taps. I'm giving them a tap. So let's show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this on this table behind me, my tabletop. I'll get this out of the way because I'll not need that. And I'm going to leave it there, and then we'll come back to it when I've switched the camera over to this side. Okay, I'm going to pause. You're being paused.